Tickets, please. Okay, we are live. Let me just pull up chat real quick. For some reason, I've been forgetting to do this every time. Dun, 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 dun. What am I doing? Okay. And then I'll also tweet this out and post on YouTube. Oh my god, it's nobody. Nobody, how are we doing? How are we doing? Okay, chat should be all set. Okay. Just gonna post that I'm live and then we can begin. Probably should have pulled up the link for this before. Good. We love to see it. We love to see it. Okay. Bada bing. Bada. Boom. Oh my god. Speed run. Okay. Oops. Don't want my phone to turn off. Alright. Hopefully the music loops. We'll give it another minute or so, and then we'll begin. Okay. Yeah, so I know that the title and thumbnail are a little different from each other. I know the thumbnail says teaser and trailer, but I might just do the teasers today. I do watch Rocks, but not like I don't religiously watch him, but I do watch his occasional video. Yeah, so I might just do teasers today, because, here, I'll show you what the tier list looks like. These are all the teasers we have to go through today. It's a little bit. Definitely more than I thought. And I'm sure I'm missing some, too. This tier list was missing, everything after Fnaf AR. So yeah, we're probably not going to get to these trailers today, which is fine. We can do a separate stream. We can watch some of them. Oh no, there are a lot more than 7 trailers. 1, 2, 3, 4, sister location, world, 6, UCN, help wanted, another help wanted one, which came out on release day, Curse of Dreadbear teaser, Curse of Dreadbear name reveal, help wanted flat mode, security breach, security breach, security breach, ruin, help wanted 2, help wanted 2 official trailer, Secret of the Mimic teaser, Secret of the Mimic trailer, FNAF 1 port, FNAF 3 port, FNAF 6 port, UCN port, help want, I don't know what this one is, help wanted Oculus, help wanted Oculus, help wanted mobile, I think, security breach, security breach, security breach, ruin Switch, help wanted Switch, help wanted Switch, I don't know, FNAF AR, you get the point. There's a lot. So yeah, there's no way we're doing this today. Here, I'll favorite this just so I can have it, but we're not gonna get to it. Okay, well, I mean, this is probably gonna take a little bit, so I'm just gonna clean up the tier list a little bit, and then we'll get started. Okay. Tickets, please. Alright, let's switch over to the screen, and we can begin. but I'll also change the music. FNAF 2 teaser and S. Yeah, the old teasers were bangers. Serious right now. Yeah, Scott's old teasers had aura and hype moments. Come on. There we go. Alright, let me know if that's like too loud. Come on. Should be fine. Well, starting off with FNAF 1. God, I hate this ad. This will zoom out a little. Starting with FNAF 1. I mean, it's like the FNAF 1 image. It's Freddy. It's not much. And obviously, you know, this was the... Okay, I feel like this is too loud. It was the first game. Yeah, it was the first game. So obviously, like, we weren't excited about it, because, like, no one knew about it. Yeah, the offline teaser. I think you're right. Which, to be fair, what, that was placed in, like, 2013? FNAF 3 in 2013? Thank God it got changed. Yeah, I mean, I think this is a cool image. Maybe not a cool teaser, but, you know, it's mid. Alright, grand reopening, S tier. Now, I wasn't, like, a FNAF fan back whenever these were coming out. I really got into it in Sister Location. So I don't, like, remember seeing these when they first came out. But, from the look of it, and from what I've heard, this is very cool. Grand reopening, 2015, yeah. 2015. Oh yeah, something new is definitely going S tier as well. This is awesome. Yeah. The Mangle and Foxy one, I'm going to put in A tier, just because it's a little misleading with FNAF 1 Foxy and Mangle has a hook. But it's still a really cool way to show the duality. But I do think the Something Borrowed, Something New does it better. No place to run, but exactly one place to hide. This is a cool teaser. I love how it shows Foxy in the eye. No idea. What does this say? He always does. That's FNAF 3. What is it doing here? Okay. Anyway, I don't know why that's messed up. What if FNAF 2 came out in 2015? Well, I don't know. Hello, party hat. Thank you for joining the party. Yeah, the puppet one, this was just a black screen, and you had to brighten it, which is very cool, very iconic. And it's just, I mean, I guess it wasn't a black screen, you could see these too. But yeah, this is really cool as well. Wasn't Offline after FNAF 3 released? Or am I just making that up? No, that was after FNAF 2, so it should go first. I don't know. I think all the interesting stuff with this one is in the source code. By itself, it's not really that special. He always does. I don't remember that. Hang on, I'm gonna look that up. FNAF 3, he always does. Was this an actual teaser image? Oh, I guess it was. Okay. Well, I do think this is better than Offline. Thank you, Party Hat. Thank you. Definitely a lot more to work with than Offline, because it's purple, and it's referencing a line from the trailer. Still, not too special. Hello, Proto Fredbear. He's here, and always watching. Okay. The salvage image, Springtrap. Definitely S tier, probably above the puppet. I remember... Okay, I do remember people saying this was, like, Golden Freddy. So I guess I was around back in FNAF 3. And then the toy box. I think this is A tier. Probably, definitely above that. showed that the toys were gonna be in the game. And I think Springtrap was off screen a little bit, but I don't think it has the same hype as these guys. And then I guess he just posted a picture of the Fazbear Frights map, which I guess is cool. Cool to see the map layout. Different, I'll say that, definitely different. Okay, the Phantoms are hype. Definitely there. Probably above the puppet. Even though, like, you know, there was a number countdown in these that never went anywhere, these are still awesome images of them. Okay, and then this was build up to Fnaf 4, these two. Hang on, I'm gonna switch the music. Yeah. Scott confirmed he was gonna do a countdown, but then scrapped it, which, fair enough. Yeah. Oh my god, did I say Fazbear? Did I say Fazbear Frights? I meant Fazbear's Fright. I always get them confused. Not even like confused, just mixed up. Alright, thank you, Tiger. Yeah, these are cool ways to show FNAF 4, and then immediately show Freddy with the hat. These are fine. I think I'm going to put the empty one higher, just because it shows that something's changed. Got my hair. Okay, FNAF 4 Nightmare ones. More evidence for Fright's fiction. Yeah, these are cool. I think I'm definitely going to put them above the Phantoms, because, like, these ones had the "Was it me?" and they had the 87s in the source code. Hi, Sunior. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. And then I think I like this order, too. Chica last, although it's still a sick image of her. Nightmare Bonnie, Nightmare Freddy, Nightmare Foxy. Yeah, I'm happy with that order. And then we've got the big one. Well, I guess this is the big one. We got the build up to the big one. This one, the hat in the corner of the screen, it said, well, it didn't say this, but you had to fill in the blanks. Motorcycle. Property of Fredbear's Family Diner. And yeah, it had 82 in the source code, which, don't get me started on that. Don't get me started on that. This is still a really cool teaser, especially the property of Fredbear's Family Diner. I think I'll put it below Springtrap, just because, like, people calling him Salvage and thinking he's Golden Freddy is really iconic. But this is still, like, I think just as iconic. The Nightmare Fredbear one? I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of this. Somehow Arnold returned. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this one, to be completely honest. I like how it highlights the purple. And there's maybe eyes in his stomach. But other than that, I don't know. I just don't think it captures the same aura as these ones. But I'll put it top of A tier because it's iconic. Yeah. Isn't this one the one that says 1982? Or is it this one? I know it's one of these two. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Then we have the plush strap one, which is cool. It's cool. I'll put it bottom of S tier. And then the end. Thanks for playing. Yeah, this is going in D tier. Obviously not true. Look at how much more stuff we have. And it's not really a teaser. It's more just like a message. So, like, yeah, we have no idea what 1982 means. Although, if you ask nobody, they'll tell you what they think. Then we have the thank you images leading up to the adventure animatronics. God, how do I rank this? I think I'm just going to rank them all together. This is a really cool image. It probably was retconned, honestly. This is just a cool image. Not a good teaser per se, but it's still a really cool image to see everyone together. And then I'll place the rest of them. Okay, I'm not gonna rank all of these. I changed my mind. I'll do this one. I'll do this one. Actually, no. I'll do a noticeably different one. We'll do this one. You can start to see Fnaf World fade in from the back, and you can see some of the adventure animatronics. And then, of course, it led to Fnaf World! Yeah. Although I guess that's not the full image. I don't know why Freddy's just... Oh, because this was during the charity stream. Okay. That explains it. This is the full one. Coming 2016. It's peak. Okay, then we have the Game Theory stream teasers. In the FNAF 4 minigame, why would the tiny toy Chica be missing her beak? Interesting, interesting. I'm gonna put these, like... I'll put them, like, there. Because they do have... I'll put them all together. Because these teasers do still, to this day, spark a lot of discussion. Whoops. And they're iconic. 4 games, 1 story. Yeah. Yeah, those ones are cool. And I'm not gonna include these, because they're just built up. Same with, like, the Ultimate Custom Night ones. God Victim. Okay, then we have Jack O'Bonnie. I don't think this is a bad teaser, but I think the other Halloween update ones are better. God Victim. Yeah, this is still, like, a really cool image. But I'd probably just put it slightly above this. Yeah, that was a lie. Toys were based off real toys. I don't know. There are so many ways you can interpret Tiny Toy Chica missing her beak. It's either the toys were based off of toys, God Victim. I don't know if there's a name for it, but, like, there's the theory that the FNAF 4 minigames we're seeing are about victims' memories that are being influenced by the future. Kind of like a reverse God Victim. Might be Memory Victim, I don't know. Yeah, there's so many ways you can interpret it. Okay, this is the second best Halloween teaser image. I think I'm going to put it above Plush Trap. This is the best one, I think. Don't Wake the Baby, as it was called in the source code. Yeah, it's peak. It's so creepy, too, with Nightmare Own. I think I'm going to put this one above the Phantoms. Yeah. Oh, that's Loop Victim. Yeah, that's Loop Victim. You're right. God, there's so many. There's so many victim theories. My God. But yeah, that's Loop Victim. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of want to put this one above... No, I won't, because the Was It's Me was iconic. Yeah, FNAF 4 is a memory loop, yeah. Yeah, that's it. I actually really like that theory, and I might like it better than God Victim and Memory Victim. Because, like, it fits with what we learn in Fazbear Frights. I like the idea of, like, I don't know if this is part of the original Loop Victim, but, like, Crying Child showing Michael his memories, and Michael's memories kind of mixing into them. That's why Toy Chica's missing her beak. That's why Mangle exists. That's why it explains why Psychic Friend Fredbear can teleport and is watching the Crying Child. And if Crying Child is showing Michael the memories, then that would probably put it around FNAF 1, which matches with the nightmares presumably also happening around FNAF 1. So I really like that theory. That's also true, nobody. Like, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, Come Hang Out. I think this might be... Yeah, I don't really like this teaser, to be honest. I think it's going to go A tier. Like there. It's cool. I like the font and I like the image, but... See you soon. This is cool. Loop victim for Fnaf World. I think they are related, but I don't know if Fnaf World is a loop. Yeah, I don't like arcade. Isn't it like arcade victim? Yeah, I don't like arcade theory. Mango one is mid. I agree. Yeah. I'll keep it above FNAF 3. Actually, no. I'll move Mango below FNAF 3 just because if you brighten this image up, this teaser, it does show Springtrap in the corner, which is really cool. In fact, I'm going to put it bottom of A tier because this one's more iconic. I think I'm going to swap these. Yeah, I'm okay with this now. A black screen. Is this brightened? Is this the brightened version, darkened version of this? I don't know, it's just a black screen. Mangle hanging is... Well, I don't know if she's hanging, but I think she has her paddleboard in her mouth, and it looks like she's hanging. It's creepy, especially if you don't know that she just has her paddleboard ball in her mouth. It does look like she's hanging, and it's iconic. Not really teasing anything, though, so I think I'll put it like bottom of A. Not much to theorize about. Same with this one. What does that even say? Hang on. Fnaf World brightened teaser? I know it says something. Yeah, the Mango one says, look what you've all done. What does the other one say? Hello? Did no one take a picture of it? Yeah. Okay, well, I don't know what it says. What is it? It takes... I don't know. Fear takes something? I don't know. I'll just put it below Mangle. It's creepy. I don't know what it says, though. Okay, then we move into the books. The teasers for the Silver Eyes, when it was still coming up with a name. These are fine. They definitely get you hyped for the book. You know, you see the progress of the title. You think they're mid? I don't know. I think I'll put them here, to be honest. Just because, I like seeing the progression of the cover. But it's not as iconic as the rest. Although I do still think it's better than this. Merry Christmas? Is that official? I do not... Hang on. Is this official? I've never seen this before. I guess it is. Okay. I had no idea this was official. I like how it shows the enemies. I think that's cool. Still, I mean, I think it's a worse version of the original teaser. But I'll still put it, like, here. Random. Okay, then Update 2 announcement. What is the difference between these two? I don't think there's anything different between these. Maybe, like, more characters were added? Yeah, okay, this one has Foxy Fighters, whereas this one doesn't. Okay. I do like how you have to kind of, like, look for the new characters as opposed to them just being revealed. I think that's fun. Probably put it, like, there. Same with the other one. Freddy in Space. This one's cool. I remember when this came out, people were like, "What the hell?" I'll probably put it above, and then we've got the rest of the Update 2 teasers. We'll just drop those there. Sister location. I'm gonna move the black screen. Sister location. So Scott slowly revealed the title, although I feel like he might have stopped way too early. I don't know how you could gather sister location from that. These are cool. I do wish he kind of kept going with the individual letters so he could spell out like sister location, but whatever. I think yeah, I think I'll put them here all together. It's cool, but I just wish it went on a little longer so you could make out sister location. Come on. Okay, and then the first look at baby. It's creepier than this one. This one gives you more of an idea of what she looks like. This one doesn't, but it is creepier. So I think I'll put it... And this is also the reveal of the title. So I do think it's going to go there. Maybe below Plush Trap. Okay. Regular baby. It's a cool image of her. But it doesn't really... And it shows off more of what she looks like. Probably put it there. Ennard. This one implies Shatterbeth. There's a little bit of me in every body. I don't think so. I think it's just referring to like how Ennard is the Funtime animatronics. Like, there is a little piece of Ennard in every body because every body makes up Ennard. Still, I remember when this came out, people thought like, is this the puppet? I remember we didn't have his full design at the time, so people thought he was just going to be like a... I guess like a... there's like a specific image I have in mind. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. Ennard teaser body. Where he's like a slug-like thing, like this. People thought this is what he was going to look like. Which, I don't know. The official design we got is pretty dang cool. But this is still iconic. Whoops. Not you, Foxy. There's a little bit of Ennard inside of him, dog. I don't think this is the best sister location teaser image, but it is pretty good. Definitely S tier. Above, because like these don't tease an actual game, so I think I might move them down actually. Like in front of Fnaf 3. Wait, what did I just... Okay. Yeah. Ennard... I don't know, I might place it above Springtrap too, just because, like, I wasn't there for this, whereas I was for Ennard. And besides, the line that goes along with this is really cool. Octo Ennard. Yeah. Kinda glad it didn't happen. The Biddy Babs. I remember when this teaser came out, I specifically remember lying on my couch downstairs watching a Theory Thursday video on this from Dalko, Razbowski, and the Ryans, and they showed that if you brighten the image you can see baby's face in the corner. So this one brings back good memories. Yeah, first look at the Biddy Babs. I'll probably put it there. Yeah, I'll put it there. This one, I think, honestly, I don't know. This one is mid, I think. Not bad, not good. Just mid. I like the line that goes along with it. Get back on your stage now. Get back to your stage now. It's cool. The Biddy Babs one is cooler, though. Then we have the anniversary images, which aren't really teasers per se, but they're still cool. They gave us some pretty iconic images. Yeah. I do think these ones are better, though, as we'll get into. But the original ones are still good. They're still fine. Not really teasers, per se, but still fine. I think middle of A tier. I'm glad we have them. Yeah, I'm glad we have them. And it is cool to get, like, come on, to get, like, an insight into the games. Yeah. Okay. Then, oh yeah, Springtrap. Then back to Sister Location. I think this is the best Sister Location teaser, easily. Canceled due to leaks. You brighten the image. It shows you the, you know, you all know the message. Like, you know what this is. This one is definitely S tier. It's honestly one of the few teasers that, like, connects to the lore, I would say. There's one from Help Wanted. That's honestly really it. Other than, like, there's a little bit of me and everybody. And, you know, FNAF 4 stuff. But this one, I think, top of S tier for me. Just being honest. I think I might move Ennard to 3rd place, honestly. Yeah. This one is just so iconic. Because, like, you have to take into consideration, like, this was around the time when Sister Location was getting leaked. The character names got leaked. Ballora got leaked. Like, I think her song might have gotten leaked or something. Like, the lyrics for it. And it was just so iconic. And it ties into the lore. Like, you need this. You need this teaser image to craft a timeline. Where, like, that's not the case for the majority of these. So, for that, for the iconicness of it, for the lore relevance, it's top of S tier. And I don't know if it's going to get topped. I'll just say that right now. This might be my favorite teaser image of all time. Ennard's mask. It's alright. I think the release date one is better. But, I mean, I like the coloring on it. I don't know, I mean, it's cool to get the official, like, full look at Ennard's mask. And it kind of sets it up as being important. But I don't know, I'll probably put it there. Same with the release date, although I will put it higher. The map. It's fine. Fortnite terms. Speaking of Fortnite, new season today. Very good. Very good season. Even though I've only played one game of it and came 3rd. It's pretty good. The map teaser's fine, I think. It's not like the actual map in game, where you see, like, I think you see the images of all the characters, if I'm not mistaken. It also doesn't spoil the scooping room and private room, which is nice. I don't know. I'll put it bottom of B tier, I think, next to the FNAF 3 map. What is this? Oh, okay, that's the teaser. That's the release date, but without Ennard's mask. So that is actually pretty clever. Shows that Ennard's mask is important. Shows the release date and Ennard's mask. Ennard's mask is gone. That's actually really clever foreshadowing to what happens in the game. Bravo, Scott. Bravo. Yeah, that's cool. Sister Locate. Okay, like another black screen, bro. What are these? I'm not brightening these up. I'm not brightening these. Hello, champion. Okay, Sister Location Custom Night. This image is cool. It shows a scrapped feature with Bonbon in the vents. Yeah, this is cool. Definitely S tier. I remember being excited for this when it dropped. Probably put it there. Same with Funtime Freddy. I like how it has the "Are you ready for round 2?" quote on it. That is cool. And I think this image dropped with the release date, if I'm not mistaken. Another black screen. Then we have coming soon to iOS and Android for FNAF World. Rest in peace. I think I think I had FNAF World downloaded on, like, one of my old phones, but then I deleted it, and now you can't get it back, and I'm really upset about that. I don't I don't know if Bon Bon can go in the vents and help Wanted to. I know Biddy Bab can. I'm pretty sure Bon Bon can. I'm gonna look that up. Bon Bon go in the vent. I feel like he can. What? That's not what I'm talking about. Yeah, he can go through the vent. Yeah, or front vent. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, Jurassic World Rebirth? My grandpa saw that. I don't know how it was, but he saw that. Yeah, iOS and Android. I don't know. I feel like it should be more visible. I'll just put it like bottom of 8 here. Okay. Twisted Ones? I remember when these dropped. I had just come home from being at the park, and it was really hot out. I was at the park with my brother and sister, maybe one of our friends. I came home, I was sweating. I sat on the couch, and I saw... It might have been Foxy, but it was one of these posters, and it was so hype. It was hype. Yeah, and getting official artwork of the Twisted Ones is cool. Especially, like, Freddy, and they all look so good. Like, actual poster quality. So, for nostalgia, I've got to put it... I'll separate these two, just because I have more of a connection with this one. But yeah, these are wicked. I think I'm going to switch the background music, too. I don't know why there's 2 Twisted Freddys. I don't think they're different. Wasn't there like a... Yeah, that's this I'm thinking about. I don't know why there's 2 of them. Come on. Okay. We're making progress. We're making progress. I do think her artwork is bad. I just want to preface that. But I don't think these look bad at all. Like, you cannot look at these. Maybe Twisted Bonnie, but like these 3, you cannot tell me those look bad. I'm sorry. I won't accept it. But yeah, Lady Fitzy is... I'm glad she's gone. I'll say that. These pictures are awesome, but yeah, we don't support Lady Fitzy on this channel. Yeah, background music. Isn't this like the outro show? FNAF 6 teasers imply she died at Fredbear's. I agree. I agree. Okay, this is not what I wanted. Yeah, I agree. I do think Charlie died at Fredbear's. Okay, Breathing Corridors is quiet, but it's fine. Scrap Baby Eyes. This was peak. This was peak. Yeah. And like, this also had the source code conversation of like, you are crowding us. We outnumber you. Say bye to our friend. You know. Again, another lore important one. You need the source code to find out how Scrap Baby and Molten Freddy exist by the time of FNAF 6. So for that reason, I'm definitely putting it in at least 4th. Maybe... I don't know if I put it above Ennard or not, though. Also, I have to sneeze. I don't know if I put it above Ennard, because, I'll put it above Ennard just because it's a little more lore important, but I do have more memories of, like, theorizing, who is this with this image, whereas this, I think everyone knew it was Baby. Okay, we do need more teasers like these. The modern... I was going to talk about this at the end, but we can talk about it now. The modern teasers we get, I'll be honest, kind of kind of garbage compared to the older ones. After, like, Help Wanted, they fell off. Security Breach is just posters. The book drawings were cool. But, like, and don't get me wrong, I'm still grateful that Steel Wool posts, like, stuff like this. But it's not the same at all. Not the same at all. Okay. Combined version. I don't know why there's two of these. Or, like, yeah, I don't know. But I do remember this one. This might have been the version I saw when I came home, actually. I don't know. But I'll just throw it with the rest. Like there. Because it is also a cool poster. Yeah, Secret of the Mimic didn't have many, like, gameplay teasers. It teased, like, the characters and the environment, which is fine. But I think Steel Wool just really... They're not the best at marketing. I think that's obvious from their recent games. Ruin had one trailer. Curse of Dreadbear didn't even have, like, a gameplay trailer, I don't think. Help Wanted 2 had, like, one official trailer, and Secret of the Mimic also had one trailer. So, yeah. Yeah. I don't... Was the static... I think the static was after the books, and then Scott showed these. I don't know how to rank static, though. I'll just put it there. My dad texted me. He wants me to unload the dishwasher. Alright, chat. Whenever I'm about to end stream, remind me to unload the dishwasher. Okay. Second anniversary teaser images. I think these are a lot better than the first. Specifically certain ones, which we'll see in a sec. Freddles. Because if you somehow didn't know, some of the teaser images, like Springtrap, like Freddy, like Baby, like the Parts and Service one, show how the animatronics would look in Fnaf 6. You can see Springtrap's bone claw. You can see Molten Freddy's wires. You can see Scrap Baby's hair. You can't see it here, but you can see Scrap Baby's endo head, which is very cool. So these will be going in S tier for sure. I think I would put them... I won't put them above Something Borrowed, Something New, just because I think this is really hype moments in Aura. In fact, I don't know if I'd put it above that either. But these are still sick. I remember when these dropped. I think Dawko made a video on it. He was theorizing, like, what are these guys? Yeah, it was peak. Good times, good times. It's also kind of cursed to see an overhead view of Exotic Butters. Yeah, these are awesome. I hope Scott does do more of these kinds of anniversary images. But I don't think he ever will. Exotic Butters in S. Here, I'll move it right behind Thumbs Up Foxy. Champion, I feel you. That YouTube short I made about Arnold losing a hand, I was very proud of that, and then it didn't come true, and I'm upset. I don't know, red herring, I guess. Okay, why are there 3 versions of the Freddy plush? I know if you brightened one of them up, it showed, like, the puppet strings. What do I even search for this? Fnaf Freddy plush teaser? Yeah, I mean, okay, thank you, Ultra Custom Night. Yeah, if you brightened this image up, it would show the puppet strings behind it, which might have been teasing the puppet in FNAF 6, just like the other teaser images. So I guess I'll put it up there. Okay. I don't know why there's duplicates of these. Okay. Then FNAF 6's minigame teasers. These ones are cool. I remember when these dropped. They didn't offer much substance, to be honest. and I do remember kind of being disappointed by them, but they're still cool. I still love seeing like sprites of like Freddy doing his thing. Um, I'll probably put them like just below the anniversary images, just because they have more going on with them. And then I'll throw these guys there too, just because they're kind of the same. Although I guess these aren't. This is counting down to the game's release, but it still shows gameplay. So put all the UCN in B+. Hang on, I just messed this up. Are you talking about like these, like the loading bar, or the character roster? I'm assuming, although you did say all the UCNs, so probably both. Scrap Baby closing her eyes. This one really resonates with me for some reason, just because like it was there for a long time on ScottGames.com, or was it FNAFWorld.com? I don't know. It was one of the two. I think it's FNAFWorld.com. I know FNAFWorld doesn't. FNAFWorld.com doesn't exist anymore, does it? Because Scott Games doesn't. Yeah. All of them. Yeah, this one really resonates with me. Not as important as this one, but still, it really impacts me. I don't know why. I have no idea why, but it just does. Okay. Here, the original roster, just because it doesn't reveal, like, anything, I think I'll put in, like, bottom of C tier. Maybe, yeah, bottom of C tier. At least with these two, you can see the custom night text. So I'll put it a little higher, but it still doesn't reveal anything about the game. And then we start getting the character reveals. I don't think I'll put them in B+. I think I will put them in A tier, just because I have really good memories of, like, checking ScottGames.com, seeing the new characters that got added, watching Dawko's videos on them. I'll put them into, like, oh god, T-Dreads is live. My viewers, no! I'll probably put these... I don't know, I might put it into S tier, because I really do have good memories with this. I'll put them there, just because... I say as I keep moving it up. Like, these are these ones are teasers for the lore. This is a teaser for a game, so it's different. I'll probably... I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I'm, like, thinking about where to put it. I think here's fine. I have to stop myself, because, like, these are cool... T-Dreads is live. Ew, stinky! These are cool images. But it was just so special to see the UCN roster update every, maybe not every week, but like however often it did. So I think I might put it there. I'll put them there. Although I won't include all of them, don't worry. Yeah. So you have the first version we got. Whoops. How do you do this? Yeah, first version we got. Second version we got. We all thought this was going to be the end, but nope. Scott got rid of some characters, squished them all together, and a new row was born. Yeah, and that's the roster we know and love today. Yeah, such good memories. And then Scott announced he was working on The Office. I don't think I'm going to put this one in S tier. What did I do? I won't put this one in S tier, but I'll still put it like here. I'm probably going to move a few of these down into B tier, just because they're not really teasing anything, even if they're cool images. Probably put it here. Okay. Then the Office reveal. I don't know why there's two of these. Did he change the office? I mean, I know the office is slightly different from the final release, but I don't see any differences between these. So, just gonna count it as one. Yeah, the office reveal was cool. I think I'll put it... I'm trying to think. Like, it's cool, but I wouldn't say it's as iconic as, like, the Foxy or Baby pictures. Yeah. Okay. Then we started getting the progress bar, which this is what I really remembered. This and Dee Dee's roster. I remember once I was in middle school, whenever school would end and I would get on my bus, I would always check scottgames.com, and seeing the roster go up, which means that he would update the Steam discussion post, was peak. UCN's build-up and release, I remember, like, everything about it. I remember when the game, not released, no, it did release. The YouTubers uploaded their videos on them. I was watching Dawko's video on, I think, his FNAF 4 challenge at the dentist office while waiting to go get my teeth cleaned. Then I came home, hopped on the family computer, and the thing I was most excited about was hearing the voice lines. Specifically, like, Funtime Foxy. It was so peak. Good times. Sorry for that tangent, by the way. I completely lost where I was. Yeah. I have such good memories with Ultimate Custom Night. For that reason, I'm going to put this into S tier. No one's going to stop me. Yeah. I'm going to move the Freddy plush down. Just because it's not as obvious of a teaser for FNAF 6 as the other ones. This is true. In fact, UCN's layout is FNAF 1, just with 2 Pirates Coves and a prize counter. Right there, I guess. Because it is a cool image of just the Freddy plush in the void. Yeah, so then the bar completed. And then we got Dee Dee's roster. A new challenger appears, I think that's what it says. I don't know. Yeah, this was cool. This was cool. I'll put these probably there, because I remember it more. I'll just throw them all together at the top here. Just because I don't have a personal preference. Like, it was cool seeing when the icons would show up, seeing which characters would get added, hoping and praying that Funtime Freddy would be one of them. He was not. Yeah. And, like, Dawko would release new vlogs whenever certain characters got released. Like, I remember whenever Plush Trap got announced, he made, like, a vlog where he threw him into the ocean, I think. Thought it would be done already. We're getting there. It looks like there's a lot more than there are. But we're getting there, don't worry. Yeah, how long have we been going for, actually? Oh, okay. Does not feel like it's been an hour. Jeez. Yeah, so we're not going to do trailers today. Come on. We're not going to do trailers today. I'll update the title and thumbnail after the stream. Fredbear's peak, though. Fredbear's going at the top of S. Not top of S, but like there. I remember when this got revealed. Oh, people lost their minds. Okay. Now we're on to Help Wanted. Yeah, we just have these. All of these. Which, it'll go by faster than you think. Help Wanted image. I remember there's, like, very hard to read text here. And in the source code, it led to more teasers. Including one specific important one. This one's cool. I remember MatPat made a theory on it. Where he was, like, showing up in person instead of a PNG. It was weird. But it is cool. The black and... well, these are just gray. The gray teasers don't really resonate with me that much for some reason. Like, these two are the only ones that really stand out to me. and this one, because it was like the first time we were seeing this side of the FNAF 3 office. They're still cool images. I'll put them top of A. But yeah, only 2 of them really stand out to me in my memories. I'll explain why in a sec. So like the plush babies one, I thought, whoops, like I thought they were inside a closet, which to be fair, come on, tier maker. Yeah, MatPat not as a PNG is weird. Yeah, I thought this was inside of a closet, which I was right. This is taken from the Night Terrors level with baby in the closet. But for some reason, I thought we were gonna like have mini games at the Afton house, and these were just gonna appear in like the kitchen or something. No idea why I thought that, but it stands out to me. So, dude, what is it doing? Why does it do this? This one's important though. This is lore important. It's very different from the rest of the images we got. These are all gameplay. This is not. This is probably the Mimic's head, which was scanned into Help Wanted, which is how we got Glitch Trap. So again, another lore important one. And for that reason, I'm putting it there. Okay. And then Help Wanted, I guess, full poster reveal. Not as iconic, I don't think. Probably put it there. I don't remember when this dropped, to be honest. It might have dropped when the game came out. I don't know. Because I know they released a trailer when the game came out. For some reason. Okay. We've got a security breach. When this came out, 2020, I think it was? Or was it 2019? It might have been 2019. Because it says 2020 on the bottom. When this came out, oh, man, I remember. Yeah, the idea of a FNAF game taking place at a mall was insane. Insane. I remember people were analyzing the crowd. They were doing everything. They were looking at the animatronics, thinking like, is this Bonnie? Is this Chica? Is this Foxy? And the artwork is just really cool too. Probably made by Lady Fitzy, but it's fine. It looks good. Then we take a break from Security Breach to talk about Freddy in Space 2, which is this. 58, obviously being a reference to FNAF 57, Freddy in Space. 58 is the continuation of it. Yeah. This game has a very special place in my heart. I remember staying up late, watching Doggo, Markiplier, and MatPat play this game. But this teaser didn't really do anything for me. We knew Freddy in Space 2 was coming, I think. Yeah, not really that great. Where am I putting this? I'll put it, like, there. I'll separate the entered masks, because I do like the callback to FNAF 57. This one, holy goon! Technically our first look at Roxy, even though she doesn't appear in the game, just this image. Yeah, it's iconic. But, yeah, it's iconic. I don't think it's as cool as, like, the entered foreshadowing, but it's fine. Then we have the character posters for Security Breach. Freddy, his is very interesting because you can't really see it there, so I'll pull it up. Shadow of this image. Is it going to show me like the actual Shadow of Vanny? Yeah. This image was really cool. In the source code, it was called Shadow of Vanny. And you can see her shadow up here. No idea why she's on the roof, but okay. Yeah, that was really cool. This one, pretty dang cool. I think I'll put it below Scrap Baby's eyes being closed. Just because that one resonates with me more. Oops. But this one's still really cool. I love the Shadow of anything. Holy goon. Okay, we'll do the rest of the Security Breach ones. The rest don't hit the same because they don't have that same Like, they don't show Vanny. Especially these two. These came out for the anniversary. I remember people were disappointed. Yeah. Not... I remember I was disappointed too, I'll be completely honest. Yeah. I'll move Monty down too. I do think Freddy's is the best, just because it has Vanny in it. Come on, Tier Maker. Okay. What is that? Mail truck is making screeching sounds. We'll come back to these. I just want to get the character drawings done first. Vanessa. This was cool. This was our first look at Vanessa. Yeah. Where did the other one go? What? Why is Roxy down here? Okay. Yeah, this one's cool. I'll put it above Glamrock Freddy, and I'll move Freddy down just because Shadow of Vanny's cooler. But this was good. Our first look at Vanessa. Yeah. Not as cool as Shadow of Vanny, though, I don't think. Speaking of Vanny, this one's really cool. This is... I think... I'll put it below Vanessa, just because we kind of knew Vanny would be in this game, thanks to Shadow of Vanny, and thanks to the Rabbit Mask and Help Wanted. But still, really cool image. And I love the Obey. That's peak. Actually, I'll move it above Vanessa. Okay. Fnaf AR. Fnaf AR did have more teasers, by the way. Like, this one was a bunch of puzzle pieces you had to put together. But I do think this one came first, maybe? I don't know. It's cool, I guess. I mean, not really showing anything new. Not showing anything we haven't seen before. In fact, I'm gonna move these down. Like, for me, a good teaser is if it shows something new. All of these ones kind of do. But these ones don't really. If you get what I'm saying. This one's cool, though. It's different. It's not just the characters all next to each other. They're in an alleyway. And you did have to put the pieces together to get the image, which is cool. So I'll probably put it top of, like, the worst ones, I think. Yeah. In fact, I think I'm gonna move the Glamrocks down, just because, like, we already saw what they looked like in that mall teaser. This one. Yeah. So I'll do that. Okay. Security Breach logo. This one's cool because, like, oh, come on, where did it go? Why is it down here? I remember when Funko leaked, I think it was Funko, leaked a calendar. It was called, like, Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzaplex, and we all thought that was the name. But then this dropped, and it told us, no, it's Security Breach. So for that reason, it's pretty cool. But other than that, it's fine. Just a standard logo poster. Okay. Fazbear Frights. I think it's so weird that we only got 2 of these drawings. Did we not get more? Fazbear Frights teaser. Yeah, we only got 2. Scott did release this, but it wasn't like a teaser. It was after the fact, so I won't count that. These were cool. We already kind of knew what it was going to be for, so that mystery wasn't really there. But I still like these. I like the drawings. It is cool to get to see what our main characters look like. Yeah, but not the most exciting. I think they're just mid. Okay. This, I think, yeah, this is where the Scott teasers end, unfortunately. Um, we got Scott's retirement post, which was heartbreaking when it came out. Heartbreaking. I think I'll put it like bottom of UCN. UCN, and like everything above it, I have good memories with. This wasn't a good memory. This was sad. This was so sad. No. And it's because of this why we don't get teasers like these anymore. Now we got Guess the Sketch and Mimic Mondays. Yeah, it was just sad. But still iconic, I guess. I did skip a few at the bottom here. Help Wanted Mobile. Okay. Probably put it like there. Cool artwork. Thank you, Scott. Indeed. Fnaf AR. Fazbear Circus. This was kind of hype. Although I don't think that's the only teaser they did. I swear they did like an action. Yeah, this. Right? I don't know. No. No, it was this. It was this because I remember people were looking at like Twisted Magic, Ravenous Animals, Mesmerizing Dances, and Fun with Clowns, and trying to connect those back to skins. Obviously, we know now. Magician Mangle, Foxy, Ballora, Golden Freddy? No. I don't know. But yeah, people were trying to connect it back to skins. Oops, that's the stream. And it was cool. It is a cool teaser. I think it's definitely going to go probably below Ennard. Maybe above Ennard. Above Ennard. Because I think it's more recent, so I remember it. Probably above these two, to be honest. Probably like there. Was Clown Springtrap part of the Dark Circus? No, okay. This teaser is for... Okay, I got it mixed up. Sorry about that. This teaser is teasing the Dark Circus. That's what the, what's it called? Fun with Clowns is. But Clown Springtrap isn't in the Dark Circus Encore event, which is what I was thinking this was teasing, but I don't think it is. That was that one poster we saw. Sorry about that. Fnaf AR is just... bad memory at this point. Is this missing the Bonnie poster? I just now realized this. It's missing Bonnie. I should add that. Yeah. Is everyone else's poster fine? Yeah. Bonnie's just missing. Okay, I will do that real quick. Here, we'll go full screen. Movie Bonnie poster. Yeah, this. I don't know why that wasn't in the tier list. I thought it was. Strange. Forsaken AR. Good times, good times. Hello? Where'd the image go? No wonder it wasn't added. It's not... Okay, there it is. I don't know why that wasn't working. Oh well. Okay. Yeah, Fnaf AR, continuing with that. This teaser's kind of bad. We didn't know what it was at the time. Now we know it's for Plush Trap. Not that great, to be honest. I think it's like... I think this might be like one of the worst ones. Definitely C tier. This might be the worst one, honestly. Like, these two aren't really teasers per se, but this one, like, you can't tell what that's for. It doesn't even look like FNAF. Everything else has like a FNAF connection. That one doesn't. Okay, then we have the update that teased the balloon system. This one's better because it at least tells us that, like, hey, balloons are going to be important, and you can very clearly tell it's FNAF. Still, not that great. Probably like bottom of B. I'll put it C tier. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? This one's at least cool. This one teased the new, like the combat system. Um, it's at least cool, even if it doesn't really reveal much. I definitely think it's probably deserves to go like there. Okay, done with FNAF AR. Now we move. I guess we'll knock out Survival Crew too. I don't think this was ever posted on Scott Games. No, I don't know where this was posted. I don't even think it was posted, but we'll count it anyway. I don't know. Survival Crew is just so weird. Freddy in that image looks really weird with his mouth. It has the beta. It has the beta text at the top right. It's just weird, honestly. I think I'll put it like there because it does at least show off the game. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, now we move into the movie. This was our first teaser for it. When this dropped with the release date, I think. Insane. Insane. Definitely S tier. It was also our first official look at the pizzeria and the logo. Maybe not the logo, but the pizzeria. And, you know, obviously Golden Freddy and Abby. I'll probably put it there. I think these ones have more aura. But this was still... No, I'll move it up. This was still cool. Yeah. Okay. Then we... I don't know which came next, honestly. I want to say it was these... Not Chica. I want to say it was these looking posters. We'll just group them all together. These are cool. Like, I have a poster of this one in my room. I like the purple lighting. Yeah. It's kind of hard to rank this one alongside the game teasers. Yeah, it's kind of hard to rank these, I think. But they're still fine. They have good aura. They make for good posters, wallpapers, whatever. So we'll just put them here. Oops. They do show off the red eyes, which I know a lot of people don't like, but I personally don't mind them. Okay. And then we've got the official poster. Like, not the official poster, they're both official posters. But this one's cooler, I think. I think I'll put it below this one, just because I think it's more iconic. But this one is better. It shows the pizzeria. It shows the full bodies of the animatronics. It's cool. It was my phone wallpaper for a little bit. I'll admit it. Then we have the ball pit posters, which aren't as cool, but I do like them. I like how it shows the names of the characters. The coloring's good. Maybe not S tier material, but I still think I'll put them like there, because they're cool. In fact, I think I might switch Fredbear into this one. Move Fredbear down to like here. Okay, and then I'll put the rest of the ball pit posters there. Oh, come on, just go there. Thank you. I appreciate you trying to stretch out this stream for view time, but but it's not needed. Oh, come on. Dude, why is this so laggy? It's been like that the past few times we've used Tier Maker, by the way. I have no idea why. Couldn't tell you. Okay, and then we'll get the cupcake next to Chica. I do like how the cupcake got its own poster. Okay, wrapping out the movie. Well, first movie. I had to use a 3C Films thumbnail for this because I couldn't find the original image. Although I'm sure I could if I really tried. I will, actually. It's like, this was like the first image we got that Jason Blum posted when they started filming the first movie. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. It was a picture of the diner scene with, like, Doug. I guess I should... count this. God, this is so old. Okay, I'll add this. But yeah, it was a picture of the diner scene. Doug's head was covered, so we didn't know who it was. People thought it was William Afton. That was funny. Looking back, it's just Doug. Come on. God, the website's lagging now. Yeah. The Freddy chair, though, iconic. Now we wait for it to load. Yeah, this one, this also had a Vanny squish, like little squish stress toy in it that I actually have, which I guess confirmed Vanessa, but people thought it was Vanny, so that was funny. I'll probably put it below the UCN office, I think. It revealed stuff, but it didn't reveal too much. Freddy chair, that's iconic. Scott's Twitter account, this was like the only thing posted on it before it got deleted. Movie teasers are perfect. Yeah, they really are really cool. This one, I'll put it higher because it's iconic. Okay, and then FNAF 2 teaser. I should probably include the Doggo teaser because that was revealed alongside this. Okay, give me 2 seconds. What is it, like the Faz Talker? Yeah. This was it, I want to say. Yeah. The FNAF movie teasers are so good. Okay. Switch back to this. The Faz Talker one came first. Come on. Actually, I don't know if it did. And I swear there were more of these teasers. Hang on. FNAF 2 movie Doggo teaser. Yeah, there were. I think it was just these 3, though. I don't know what... Yeah, okay. One sec. Save this. Also, a bit of a random question. Can you guys hear the background music? I have no idea if you guys can actually hear it or not. Okay. Yeah, this one was first. It's definitely the weakest of the 3, I think. But it's still cool. I like the artwork. And it was the build-up, right? This was the first of the 3 we got. So it was building up to the better ones. Such as the Faz Talker. This one was better. Kind of. That's good enough. We're almost done. Yeah, this one was cool. People theorized that it was like the puppet talking to Abby. Stuff like that. I mean, we still don't technically know. So it could be. Probably put it there. I think this one's a little... No, I'll move it up. This is the big one, though. Getting to see William Afton, Matthew Lillard, confirming that he would be in this movie in, like, flashbacks or something. Yeah, people theorize that, like, the painting has significance. I think you can see, like, a picture of, like, a grandfather with, like, a baby, which might have been Vanessa. So this one's cool. This is definitely the standout. Definitely S tier, too. When this dropped, it was hype. I'll probably put it above the Phantoms. Although, I can't put it above the original poster. When this dropped, it was like a bombshell. It was crazy. We were like starving for news for the movie. And then it came out, and it was peak. Okay. On to the final game / media. Secret of the Mimic. Starting off, I'm trying to remember. I know Mimic Mondays were a thing, and then the videos released on Friday. I want to say this was first out of everything. Yeah. This one, back then we all thought it was leading up to the reveal of us losing a hand, but turns out it was a misdirection. Yeah, the Mimic Monday pictures were honestly, like, I think there were 2 good ones. The rest were all not that great. I much preferred the MCM archive videos. I think everyone did. Secret of the Mid teasers, exactly. Exactly. B tier for sure. Probably above the Merry Christmas. Because, like, at least these were teasing the game. Yeah. I don't remember which was next. I think it might have been... I don't even remember what this was, but I do think it was the pink thing next. We'll put them all together. Although I will put the forms a little bit higher, just because I think it's they're cooler. But yeah, these weren't that great. Then I think it was Dolly next. This one's fine. Swing Bee Honey. This is the worst one. Yeah. I might move. I'm gonna move these above, just because they're a little more unique. And then the Digitiper. This was the last Mimic Monday. It's fine, I guess. I put it there. Okay. Then we have MCM Archives, starting with Stay Up Latte. Hang on, there's another missing image here. It only has one of the Dawko teasers. It's missing the Mr. Helpful one. One sec. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. I just type Mr. Helpful, to be honest. Yeah. Okay, let me get this. Let me add it. Maybe I should count the Mimic Mondays as, like, not Mimic Mondays, the MCM Archives as, like, trailers. Because I know they're in the trailer tier list, so we might not do those, actually, now that I think about it. Okay, where's the image I just downloaded? Hello? Hello? Where is... I have a folder for the images. You guys can't see it, but whatever. Hello? Bro, where is it? Why is it not saving? Why is it not saving? Save image as. What the hell is a JP large file? That's why. Assuming it's a large JP file. Okay. Is this gonna work? There we go. Sorry about that. Took a little bit. Okay. Yeah, hang on. Let me go back to full screen so I can pull it up. I might just not include these here because they're videos. Right? And I do have, like, teaser videos in the trailer tier list. Like, this is more like teaser images, whereas these are, like, teaser videos. And I could probably include Freddy and Friends on Tour in here, too. I think I'm going to do that. But, like, those aren't trailers. Those are teasers. We have a dilemma. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, I'll count these as teasers, and I'll get Freddy and Friends on Tour. Was that Freddy and Bonnie kissing I saw? Not gonna question it. Yeah, we won't do individually the Freddy and Friends on Tour. Actually, yes, we will. Kind of feel like we have to. Were there only 4 episodes? There might have been. Let's check the IMDb page for it. Does it not show you how many episodes it is? Yeah, 4 episodes. Okay. So we'll count these. God, I have to individually add them. Bonnie, Freddy. Come on. Gags. I feel ya. I feel ya. Okay. And Chica. Alright. Okay. We'll do Freddy and Friends on Tour. Did it not upload Freddy? What? There's a kitty cat. A little itty bitty kitty cat has wandered in my room. I predict Caroline. Okay, we'll do these quickly. These were fine. I like the teasers at the end of like Vanny, Moon and Sun, DJ Music Man, and the Blob. But yeah, and they're cute little animations. So I'll put them into S tier. Probably like there. I don't really have any 2,000 years later, yeah. I don't really have a preference for which one I liked more. They're all honestly kind of the same. But I do think Foxy's was the best. Because, like, you had that reveal that he was an animatronic, which... Okay, I don't know which kitty it is. They're not walking over here. Yeah. These were fun. These were fine. Okay, back to Secret of the Mimic. Mimic Mondays. Stay Up Latte was kind of interesting because, like, we didn't know who are these people. This was the first. So it was cool in that regard. And it was nice to see... Oh, we're not done yet. It was nice to see some of Edwin's inventions. So I'll put them there, like below Freddy and Friends on Tour. They weren't as memorable, I wouldn't say. They also didn't reveal like a release date or any of the enemies. They were just kind of there. But still, I appreciated them for what they were. Obviously, Cleanovac is the best one. Like, come on. Although my Mycelium Men is a close second, because that one had like the hidden voices. Okay, these are all Dawko teasers we got. A GIF of the Cleanovac being petted. This was cool. Maybe not the most exciting. Mr. Helpful one is obviously better, but this is still fine. I think right there. Yeah, Mr. Helpful is the best one though. It was our first look at Mr. Helpful, I think. And we got to see the Big Top Showroom and Birthday Showroom. Actually, does it say Jackie Showroom on there? I know the original name was Jackie Showroom. Dang, sidetrack. Hand. Yes. Technically our first reveal of... Well, not our first reveal, because we got the trailer. Never mind. Honestly, I think I'll put this below MCM Archives, just because those had a little more substance. You finished puking. Good. And then we got these two, which I think came from the interview Dawko did for Secret of the Mimic. I was a little disappointed by these, because, like, I think Dawko did confirm that he had exclusive stuff to show us, but then it was just these. This one's not really that great. I was really disappointed by this, to be honest. Not even as cool as these. But this one's cool, showing the different levels of the Data Diver. I think it's higher, maybe not by that much, though. Maybe, like... Come on. There. Okay. We're done. Obviously, these are all not duplicates, but, like, they're progress things, and there are a few duplicates, but we don't need to count those. Okay. Let's take a look at the tier list. I think, if I was, like I say this every time, if I spent more time on this, why is it not like, I swear it's not like this. I swear, whatever, I'll just zoom. Yeah, if I were to spend more time on this, I would probably put more into B tier, maybe C tier, to be honest. Yeah, but for the most part, I'm happy with this. Lots of good memories with some of these teasers, especially like the top row. Another W tier list. Thank you, nobody. Yeah, these are really good. FNAF teasers, maybe not anymore, but the older ones definitely make you feel a certain way. Nostalgic, hype, yeah. Okay. That's all. So, here's the game plan. I'll turn off my phone, it's about to die. I can see chat on the screen. We'll do trailers next time. Although I don't know when next stream's going to be. Probably 2 weeks. Because next week I have stuff to do. Nostalgia Plus. Yeah, so your phone's at 2%. I'll wrap this up, don't worry. So next stream is going to be trailers. We'll try to watch as many as we can. Obviously, we can't watch the movies because then my channel would get exploded. And then after that, we'll see. We'll see. Probably games after that. Like teasers and trailers, then games, and then the rest. And I'll reveal more stuff once we're closer to... Yeah, you'll know. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for joining me. I kind of rushed this stream out, I'll be honest. I didn't intend to stream today, but I'm glad we did. I'm glad I got to see you guys. Yeah. So I'll wrap this up before nobody's phone dies. Thank you guys for showing up. Appreciate it, as always. And I'll see you soon. Hopefully.